What happens when a billionaire takes the stand and his own lawyer allegedly threatens to shut him down? What happens when the name Jeffrey Epstein comes up and suddenly answers get shorter than 5 words? Today, we're breaking down one of the most uncomfortable depositions involving Les Wexner, his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, and the shadow of powerful names like Ghislaine Maxwell, Donald Trump, and Bill Clinton. This is not just about money. It's about influence, loyalty, and contradictions. Let's get into it. During a House Oversight Committee deposition, tensions escalated quickly. At one point, it was alleged that Wexner's attorney warned him not to answer any question with more than 5 words. 5 words. In a federal deposition involving one of the most infamous financial scandals in modern history, every time a direct question was asked, objections followed. Answers were short, carefully measured, sometimes evasive. Now here's where it gets serious. Les Wexner wasn't just casually connected to Jeffrey Epstein. Reports indicate that roughly $1 billion in assets were transferred or controlled by Epstein on Wexner's behalf. Let that sink in. Without Wexner's financial backing, critics argue, there may have been no private island, no private jet, no vast network funded by extreme wealth. Epstein's rise into elite circles did not happen in isolation, and Wexner was a key figure in that financial ascent. Yet during questioning, Wexner repeatedly downplayed the relationship. He stated he did not consider Epstein a friend. But when shown a birthday letter signed, "Happy birthday, your friend, E. Leslie," he responded with, "I don't know." That contradiction alone has raised eyebrows. The deposition also explored whether Epstein ever discussed high-profile individuals. When asked about Donald Trump, Wexner denied knowledge of any inappropriate conduct and stated he didn't recall specific discussions. He described Epstein as someone who dropped a lot of names. "I know President Clinton. I know the Pope." But when pressed on whether Donald Trump's name was specifically mentioned, Wexner said he didn't remember. Convenient memory lapses in high-stakes testimony often leave more questions than answers. Another line of questioning focused on Ghislaine Maxwell. Was Wexner introduced to young women through her? Did he introduce any young women to friends or associates? His answers were simple. No. Short, direct, minimal. But in a deposition filled with objections and careful phrasing, the atmosphere felt controlled, almost rehearsed. Here's the bigger issue. How does a man transfer massive wealth and authority to someone like Jeffrey Epstein? Spend extensive time with him. Allow him access to personal and financial structures, and later claim they were not truly friends? Was Epstein simply a financial manager? Or something much deeper? The fact remains, Epstein's empire did not build itself, and financial power is rarely accidental. The deposition may have ended, but the contradictions didn't. A birthday note signed, "Your friend." A billion-dollar financial relationship. Carefully measured answers. And a lawyer allegedly limiting responses to 5 words. In cases involving the powerful, sometimes what's not said speaks louder than what is. What do you think? Was this distance genuine or strategic? Let me know in the comments. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the stories behind the headlines. Because sometimes, the real story is in the silence.